Welcome to story time with me, Miss Sheila. Hope you're having a wonderful and beautiful day. Today's story we're going to read is called My Brave Year of Firsts, Tries, Sighs, and High Fives. Let's see what this one's all about. The first time I rode a two-wheeler alone, I crashed, and my mom filmed it on her iPhone. I crashed and I crashed. Dad ran out of steam. He let go and I went straight. Mom filmed as she screamed. That's Mom's, eh? I got my first pet, a rescue lab called Keith. I chose him because we were both missing our front teeth. See, she's missing her front and so is he. I'll take care of him, I said with a boast. Till the first time I picked up his poop. Ooh, it was gross. But you have to do that when you're a pet owner. The first day I walked straight into first grade. My teacher, Mrs. Apple, said, "Don't be afraid." At first, I felt like I might not fit in. Then I made my first friends, my very first twins. So there she is, right there, making twins. These two are twins, becoming her friends. I struggled at first to learn to tie shoes. My sweet Auntie Cookie showed me choices to use: bunny ears, classic, loop over, under through. Oh, I tried and tried till at last I could too. So you see her trying out all the different ways. I took riding lessons on a pony called Ace. The first time I fell, I got a scrape on my face. Oh no. But then I held on and I learned how to trot. That giddy up is to go, and whoa is to stop. Oh, I'm so glad she learned how to do that. First grade was fun. New first every day. What a hominin was. What elephants weigh. Not all firsts were fun. Some firsts were hard. When I stole Zoe's pencil, I couldn't play in the yard. And so let's see what some of the homonyms are. So it's hair, like it's spelled Hair, or hare, as in rabbit, Hare. So those is the geese and peace. Peace sign, like Peace. I asked for permission for my parents to walk with Keith and the twins' first time around my block. We took some supplies and carried Mom's phones. We felt all grown up to be out on our own. Oh, that's exciting to be out on your own for the first time with your friends. Woo. But I'm sure Mommy's watching somewhere. I went with my class to the public library. At first it seemed huge and a little bit scary. Then Joel the librarian got me my card. I found my first book and it wasn't that hard. So there she's getting her card and has her first book from the library. I also got caught in my very first lie. Ooh. My parents were cross and I started to cry. I learned our first lesson that to stand up and say, I did something wrong, starts to make it okay. Yep, gotta be honest. For the very first time, I worked with my father at his restaurant. I would not be a bother. I put out the hot sauce that makes your ears steam. As a waitress, I was a real part of his team. Look at all the hot sauce all over the place. My first kept on coming. My first pony show. My first tummy flu that made me go, go, and go. See her going there? My first big girl heels that made me feel tall. My first ballet class. And my first game of t-ball. A triathlon. A fabulous first, my triathlon medal. For my age and group, a swim, run, and pedal. I raced against time. It was quite a test. While some tried to win, I just tried my best. Bravo. I got my first case of the giggles in school when the boy 2 seats over started to drool. Then the milk I was drinking came out of my nose, and I turned very red from my head to my toes. I wanted to learn to make a rope skip, but for all of my tries, I just learned to trip. It was very hard connect hands and feet till the first time it worked, and it was quite a feat. Yes. I found a small beetle who was missing a leg. I got him a box and I named him Greg. I punched a few holes to save him from cats. I added some grass, my first bug habitat. I got my first bee sting, and a boy did it hurt. I shouldn't have walked barefoot in the dirt. I sold some flat rocks that I painted and signed, and I made a donation for the very first time. I tried for the first time to taste my mom's truffles that apparently come from when pigs use their snuffles. Ooh. She put them in pasta with broccoli stems. Try it, she said, but I'll never like them. At the end of the summer, I tubed on my own. I bounced on the water like a skipping stone. The lake was all glassy, smooth, dark, and cold. I held on and signaled just like I was told. So you signal like, go faster, slow down, something like that, maybe. And after the s'mores, we camped by the lake, my very first tent that my dad let me stake, all cozy and warm in my bag with a pad. I thought about all the fun firsts I've had. And I climbed the big rock. I was old enough now. My dad showed me step by step so I'd know how. I looked down at the lake. I jumped out without fear. When I came up and smiled, the entire lake cheered. Wow, that's brave. Some first just happen, some come when I try. Some first make me smile, and some first make me cry. But I knew at that moment, though I've known all along, that first things first happen when I'm brave, true, and strong. Woohoo! And you have to try, because you never know, right? Right. I hope you so enjoyed this book, and I love kind of like the sing-song rhyming of it. It was beautiful. So I hope you have a good and beautiful day, and that you go out and try new adventures and go be your beautiful self. Until next time with me, Miss Sheila. Ciao.